Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom, and thanks so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel. Today we're looking at software update 2021.44.25.2, aka version 11 for our 2015 legacy Tesla Model S with Ap1 and Mcu2. Let's get through the release notes right now. So 2021.44.25.2, I received this probably about 2 days after our Tesla Model 3. And as you can see from the spreadsheet up here, there are differences in the updates between the legacy Tesla Model SX versus the current generation Model SX, as well as the Tesla Model 3 Model Ys. So have a look at the spreadsheet for yourself. You can pause the screen at any time, of course, to check it out. All right, so let's have a look at the release notes for my Model S 2015 Ap1 Mcu2 2021.44.25.2. First thing is the Customizable App Launcher. Drag and drop your favorite apps to any position along the bottom menu bar for easy access. To customize your menu, hold any icon and then drag to reorder. To adjust climate controls, such as heated seats and defrost, tap on the temperature or swipe up from the bottom of the screen. For charging controls, tap Controls, Charging. All right, so let's have a look at this Customizable App Launcher. So this was also present in our Tesla Model 3. Press this button here, and you can basically drag and drop anything you like into the My App section, up to 4 apps down here, and then there are recent apps here as well on the left. And of course you can cancel anytime any of these apps if you don't want them, like that, third time lucky, or you can drag it back at any time you like as well. So that is the Customizable App Launcher. You can also adjust climate controls, such as heated seats and defrost by tapping on the temperature, like that. So there we go, all the climate controls are here. It looks a bit different now compared to the version 10 controls, of course. We've got keep climate on, we've got dog mode, we've got camp mode. We've also got heated seats as well for the front passenger and driver. And of course you can schedule your, you can also schedule your departure times as previously as well. And then you've got demisters there. And yeah, that's a new interface for the climate controls for the Model S. And of course, you can also swipe up as well, as they said. So swipe up like that. You can get the climate that way too. That's pretty cool. Next thing is charging controls. So you can tap controls, which is that button there, and then charging. And everything you need is over here on this screen. You can also do this as well. You can also tap the charge icon here in the top left corner. Whoop. There we go. And the same screen comes up as well. Interestingly, the profile is up here in the top left corner. My name, Tesla Tom, that last M is cut off. The whole M used to be present in the previous screen. So that's interesting there. And the next thing is edit waypoints. So easily reorder or add multiple destinations to your route with updated arrival times. To add a stop or edit a trip, initiate a navigation route and tap the More Options button on the turn list. So let's check that out. So navigation screen is here. So let's drag this down like that. So this is the navigation screen here. So let's have a look at the charging destinations here. Let's go to Supercharger Macquarie to start with. That'll help precondition the battery, of course, as well. You can also add a waypoint from here. So let's click this button there. And then you can add a stop like that. So let's add, let's say, Forestville Shopping Centre, like that. So there you go. There's a separate waypoint there. And you've got updated times as well. You can also edit the trips. So if you want to, say, go to Macquarie first, you can drag it up like that. You can then add another destination from here. So let's go public dining room. Let's do that. And there we go. That's the third destination. And then you can drag and drop them around like that to your heart's desire. And then when you press done, you'll see the updated times here as well, right there. So 14:28, 14:39, 14:47, 15:03. There we go. And then if you want, you can also delete one of the destinations if you don't want to go, say, Forest Way. So that's quite intuitive there. And this is nice because the previous update didn't allow you to swap and change and delete waypoints like this. You had to restart the whole trip with the new waypoints if you changed your mind. So this is nice that you can actually reorder them like that as well. So very good. The next thing is Sonic the Hedgehog. jump into the original Sonic the Hedgehog, speed by in a blur using the supersonic spin attack at high speed, defy gravity around loop-the-loops, and defeat Dr. Eggman as the fastest hedgehog of all time. Gotta go fast. Let's quickly check this out. Press the toy box button. There we go. So this requires a game controller, and I can assure you, and if you've seen my previous Tesla Model 3 update for the holiday update, you'll know that the graphics are pretty much exactly the same as the original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Mega Drive. It does require a game controller, so I won't go through it today, but have a look at that video and you'll see what I mean. The graphics are very, very similar to the original, and provides a lot of nostalgia for people of, I guess, my generation when we were kids playing this game growing up. Next thing is Battle of Polytopia multiplayer support. You can now play the Battle of Polytopia with friends using the new multiplayer mode. That's cool if you like Battle of Polytopia. Sudoku, fill every square and enjoy this classic logic puzzle game featuring 5 difficulty levels and a smart hint system. For beginners, I'll certainly be playing this game when I'm waiting to charge the car, that's for sure. Next thing is Subwoofer. You can now adjust the subwoofer by bringing up your media player and tapping the settings icon tone. So let's press Spotify there, and let's press audio settings. So now there's a new category called sub. You can adjust that to your heart's desire. And I did notice some people did say in the comments for our holiday update video for our Tesla Model 3 that their SR Plus cars didn't have the sub setting. So I guess I think it's called the upgraded audio, whereas the long range and performance cars have the premium audio. So I guess SR Plus or base cars don't have the subwoofer setting. So that's just something to know, guys. And I just noticed I'm not on auto, so I might press auto for the audio to let the car decide how to change the balance and the tone settings for audio. And the next thing is cold weather improvements. Of course, what update in 2021 is complete without cold weather improvements? You can now precondition the cabin from the Tesla app when your battery is at a lower state of charge. Simply turn on the climate from your Tesla app and override the previous setting by tapping yes on the confirmation pop-up window. Note, to protect your car's battery, climate will remain unavailable under extreme low charge scenarios. This feature requires the Tesla mobile app version 4.4.0 or later. As I've said in our Tesla Model 3 video, I just can't imagine using any of these settings when it's so hot in summer in Australia, but certainly in 6 months' time when the roles are reversed, when it's really cold here in Sydney, then these improvements will certainly come in handy. And dark mode is the next one. You can now change to a dark themed display. Tap controls, display appearance, and select dark. Let's have a look at that now. So let's go to display. There you go, light, dark, and auto. That's dark mode there. Some of you might like this all the time, whereas auto is, depending on whether it's daylight or nighttime, it'll change from light to dark mode. I'll just leave it on auto for now. And finally, hide map details. Simplify your navigation app and hide map details by tapping the pin button on the map. All right, I'll show you what I mean. So drag this down, I'll just cancel the nav. So what they mean is you can allow these icons to come up, which is changing from map to satellite, and then traffic on and off, and points of interest on or off. You can get rid of that by tapping anywhere on the screen like that, or bring them back by tapping them on the screen again. So there you go. An extra feature there to make your car even more minimalistic. Alright guys, well there are all the improvements for our Ap1 Mcu2 Tesla Model S, a legacy Model S from 2015 for software update 2021.44.25.2 version 11. As you can see, there are some features there that are not present in this car, whereas they would have been present in possibly even Ap2.5 or Ap3 cars, especially the blind spot monitor, which is not present here because I don't have side repeater cameras. But all in all, I think I'm pretty happy with the interface. Certainly from this Model S point of view, I can see all the icons still, it's no big deal. And I like the fact that the waypoints are present now, that's fantastic. And by the way, I've got an upgraded MCU2, so if I had MCU1, I'm sure there are some features which would not be present at all. And I like the fact that you can rearrange the icons now. There are some complaints from users that there are only 4 available icons down here. To me, that's not a bad thing, I don't mind too much. These are the main ones that I use, Spotify, TuneIn, Theatre, and Camera. So for me, it's not a big deal, but I can see if you'd like to have more icons, then I can understand why that'd be a concern. I do like the colors, I like the new icons, and yeah, it just makes the car look newer. A bit of a refresh, which is nice. I don't have Sentry Motor dash cam installed anyway, so it's not a big deal. For profiles, I can still change it from here, which is nice. And for charging screen, I can pop that there from from the charge icon, so it's not a big deal as well. So overall for me, I feel like these changes aren't too much of a major issue for me. Honestly, everything I need can be reached quite quickly, and because it's quite a basic car anyway, the legacy 2015 Ap1 Mcu2 Model S, for me it's not too much of a major change at this stage. The drive instrument cluster in front of me has not changed. Everything seems to be the same as before. But what I'll do now is go for an Autopilot test drive to make sure there haven't been any other changes at all with this update, version 11, 2021.44.25.2. All right, let's hit the open road. Hey everyone, here we are on the open road. And yeah, like I said, no blind spot monitor because I don't have the side repeaters on. And of course, one thing I forgot to say during the review was that I don't have the light show as well for this legacy Model S. Let's put Autopilot on, which is this little Autopilot dongle here, or stalk. Double tap back towards me. There we go. The interface looks exactly the same. The speedo, of course, is right in the middle here because I've got the drive instrument cluster right here in front of me, which, you know, has its benefits, of course, having it right in front of you. But you know, having driven Model 3 as well for a while, I'm also used to it having it on the side here too. No big deal. I'm fairly adaptable to whatever works. All right, so here we are, Autopilot. I think it's fairly mature, this highway Autopilot product for the Legacy S with Ap1, so I don't think there's going to be too many issues moving forward. But yeah, it's always nice to be out and about and driving, of course. I'll just zoom in for you guys. I don't have the side repeaters like I said, whoops, but you can put the rear camera on while you're driving, of course, like that. That's always nice. And the recenter tool is now here in this button here next to the nav button. Used to be over here on the left. I must say the icons are a little bit smaller up the top here than previously. I did say that previously the Tesla Tom was visualized. You could see the whole thing previously, but I think now that I think about it, that's probably present for the Model 3, but it may not have been for this Legacy S. I'll have to look back at my previous videos for that. But yeah, here we go. So feels pretty much the same. Nothing has changed. You can set to the speed limit by holding the Autopilot stalk back towards you. And of course, it's double demerit today, so I won't take any chances by going over the limit. But yeah, that's yeah, pretty basic. The Autopilot icon I can see there in front of me. You may not be able to see it, guys, from where you are, but certainly in the instrument cluster looks the same. The blue steering wheel icon, then the maximum speed limit, Autopilot speed setting is also next to it. Then the car's current speedometer, and then the posted speed sign next to it. So there's 360 icons in a row there. Change lanes like this. There we go. And it's traffic aware cruise control, so it'll slow right down. It doesn't have the traffic light awareness. So if you're the first car at a traffic light, then it won't pick up the traffic light. But if you're the second and subsequent car, then it'll just stop as per traffic aware cruise control. And then it will accelerate away once the car ahead of me goes, like that. Not very quick, unfortunately, but it does go. Alright everyone, that's it for me today. That's a wrap of version 11, 2021.44.25.2 for our 2015 Ap1 Mcu2 Legacy Model S. I can't believe it's Legacy only after 6 years, but that's the way technology goes these days. But yeah, Legacy as opposed to the current generation SX, like the Plaid SX. Yeah, so as you can see, differences between this car and the Model 3, there are certainly a few. But good to know that Tesla is still offering updates for a 6-year-old electric vehicle like this one. And yeah, they're still free over their updates, which is great. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already yet. And yeah, if you've seen any Easter eggs or anything I've missed in your Legacy Model S or X for version 11 holiday update, please leave a comment below in the video description. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next software update. And as always, happy charging.